Hello, and welcome to the newest edition of the Arts Overlook. Each episode, we look at different arts and entertainment stories circling around the Cedar Falls, Iowa area. This edition will preview an upcoming play in the Cedar Valley, take an inside look at the latest exhibition at the UNI Gallery of Art, and check out the Cedar Falls High School Marching Band. All this and more coming up next.
Art is thriving in the Cedar Valley. It's everywhere. But if you don't know where to look, you could miss it. This is your local arts perspective. This is the Arts Overlook.
When the fall season hits, people tend to think about football, cool weather, or the harvest. However, for some people, fall season means drumline, color guard, and the rest of the marching band. We had a chance to catch up with the Cedar Falls High School Marching Band this past week.
You can see plenty of Cedar Falls residents and students at the UNI Dome on Friday nights to watch the football team in action. However, some of those people aren't there just to see the local athletes. They're also checking out what the Cedar Falls High School Marching Band has put together. The Cedar Falls Marching Band consists of Cedar Falls seniors, juniors, and sophomores playing a variety of instruments or dances. Some of the more popular sections in marching band are the trumpets, the drumline, and the color guard. The band is directed by Gerald Ramsey and Kyle Engelhardt, who work together to ensure that both the music and drill are sounding and looking good. This year, these two decided to put together a baseball theme featuring music from Gary Gilroy, along with other popular baseball themes.
The title of the show is Bases Loaded, America's Favorite Pastime. And it's original music by Gary Gilroy. He wrote some original material, but within that you'll also hear all these little snippets of familiar melodies. You've got Take Me Out to the Ball Game is quoted in there. You hear the Star Spangled Banner. You hear the organ music that you'd hear at a ballpark, things like that.
We were looking for something different. A year ago we did Phantom of the Opera, and it was a pretty heavy classical Broadway show. The year before that we did a World War II tribute show. And so we try not to get stuck in a rut of performing just one style of music. We want to give the kids a variety of things, something that the audience will buy into and something that's fun to do.
The choice to make this year a baseball-themed show has paid off thus far with strong reviews from viewers and a Division I rating at the State Marching Band Festival at Western Dubuque. Ramsey mentioned that for the week leading up to the competition, they had the opportunity to start cleaning and tweaking their performance rather than learning new things. However, it takes more than just practice to get better. It takes a strong work ethic to get to that next step.
Kids had a great show Friday night at homecoming, and then Saturday was a great day for us as well. We knew it was going to be a cold day. We planned for it to be a cold day. We prepped the kids, told them what they needed to know on how to cope with that, how to deal with that.
The judges were very complimentary about what they were seeing and our visual identity. It looked really, really professional at the end, which was our goal. We wanted to do something accessible and fun and look good doing it.
Looking at their success this year, it says a lot when you know where they came from. There were plenty of new faces on the marching band this year.
We have a unique situation because of Price Lab closing that we have some of their students in our band as well, and then we have a really large sophomore class, so about 50% of the band has never marched before. And so we took that into consideration and taught our sophomores and our new students, as well as people that just moved into the district.
With marching band, we rely on those student leaders. We have our section leaders of each section. They provide a lot of leadership by example. They provide leadership by helping out where they see needs, where kids are needing help with this or that. They help out with that. We like to think it's very analogous to a work situation. The success of our organization is dependent on the contribution of every member of our organization. Not everybody has the same job. There's a wide variety of jobs, but we all rely on each other to do our jobs well.
While the marching band season is coming to a close, you can expect that they will be back next season, ready to go with a new show in mind.
If you'd like to see what's coming for the Cedar Falls Marching Band, you can visit their website at cfhsband.org. The UNI Gallery of Art is an excellent way to see what other artists have done recently, as well as gain your own inspiration for your own work. We had the opportunity to visit their gallery last week. The University of Northern Iowa Gallery of Art has two new exhibitions. One, a lexicon of looking by the artist Miley Goulbeck, and the other, Line in Space stagings by the artist Peter Gaucher, which is now on display through October 20th.
This exhibit is a two-person exhibition. featuring a painter working in the topics of landscape and texture, and then a second artist, Peter Gaucher, who's working in the same subject matter but using completely different materials. And so both artists get completely different effects, but they're both still working in the same subject matter, and I find that really intriguing.
2- and 3-dimension abstract artworks will be featured in this gallery presentation. Both Gulbeck and Gaucher create works that emphasize form and space with deliberate references to contemporary landscape, though the viewer may approach the formally as either non-objective or non-narrative. According to gallery director Daryl Taylor, these exhibitions are a perfect wedding of aesthetic ideals. Gulbeck and Gaucher have an affinity of subtle textures and confident mark making, but achieve them in completely different ways.
I've been looking at Mila Gulbeck's work, the work you see behind me right now, for many, many years. And I've wanted to bring her here, but I wanted to pair her with a contrasting but complementary artist at the same time. And I came upon Peter Gaucher's work in an Iowa Architect magazine, and I thought immediately that these are the two artists that belong together in the same space.
Gulbeck received her Master's of Fine Arts from the University of Iowa and is a current professor of painting and drawing at Bowling Green University in Bowling Green, Ohio. She has been awarded numerous fellowships and artist residencies and in the United States and Scandinavia, and her artworks are in permanent public art collections worldwide. Gaucher received his Master of Architecture from Iowa State University. He is currently a senior lecturer there in the Department of Architectural and Industrial Design. He is co-investigator and author of Guidelines for Spatial Regeneration in Iowa. His sculpture, titled Walter Hutch, was recently featured in Iowa Architectural Magazine.
The work that we're seeing here right now is Walter Hutch, and it's one installation, and then another installation is called the Hoist. And they're two separate sort of inquiries, and those inquiries have a lot to do with making line and space. I refer to these kinds of inquiries, assemblies, as staging, and so in this case it's a relatively sort of simple gesture in the ground plane, but it's elevated. In the case.
Finally, the UNI Gallery of Art will continue to present the UNI Permanent Art Collection exhibition titled Masters at Mid-Century, which opened on August 20th and will run through December 15th.
This is your cultural opportunity. It's right here on campus. Artwork that you can come look at within a walking distance of your dormitory, within walking distance of the local restaurants. It's a great place to come and meditate on someone's aesthetic abilities, to sit and look at the artwork. You don't get that opportunity in some of the smaller cities in the state.
All events are free and open to the public. Gallery hours are open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and noon to 5 Friday and Saturday, or you can call and set up an appointment. For more information, visit the UNI website and look up the Gallery of Art, or you can call the phone number 319-273-3095. The gallery is located in the Camrick Art Building on UNI's campus. Hope to see you there. Something a little different is being brought to the Cedar Valley. Lampost Theater is performing a dinner theater called Moonlight and Mischief in Morocco, where you'll get the opportunity to enjoy some laughs as you dine.
The Lampost Theater is always working hard to deliver the best possible shows for the Cedar Valley. Their latest performance, Moonlight and Mischief in Morocco, is a dinner theater that features dramatic and comedic Moroccan folktales, original music, and of course, a meal. Moonlight and Mischief in Morocco showcases the culture of Morocco throughout a variety of storytelling techniques, including mime, dance, and even puppetry. The director of the show, Jeff Hansen, believes that this type of performance has been enjoyable simply because of the opportunity to take a glance into the different customs and beliefs of Morocco.
So we thought it would be kind of fun to dive into that culture and be able to kind of look at life through a different pair of eyes. We've used authentic Moroccan folk tales and woven them together in our own story. The people who come to the theater that night will be coming into an elegant Moroccan home, and hosted by this family that's kind of an extended family filled with lots of colorful characters. So it's a whole experience. It's a dinner, it's dancing, it's music, it's a play, all rolled into one, and you're kind of immersed into the center of the whole experience.
There are many shows around the Cedar Valley that people may attend, from Lampost Theater, Oster Regent Theater, Strayerwood Theater, among others. However, the true difference maker with Moonlight and Mischief in Morocco is the opportunity to dine while you watch a performance.
This is a dinner theater, which is a foundational concept because the audience comes in to have a meal with the family. So there is a meal interspersed throughout the whole evening. So there'll be a little bit of performance and then food, and performance and more food, but it all fits together in a natural way, as opposed to many productions where you might go watch a meal and then watch a show.
While many dinner theaters serve you your meal, then put on a performance shortly thereafter, Moonlight and Mischief in Morocco takes it to the next level. The colorful characters in the play serve the audience the meal as if they were a part of the performance itself. There aren't many opportunities to go to a play and be treated as a guest within the performance rather than the audience.
This one is a lot of fun because it takes place right in the midst of the audience. You talk to them directly, you interact with them directly. It doesn't mean we put everybody on the spot in the audience, but it kind of weaves our tales and weaves the dinner and the whole experience together. It's kind of a whole experience for a couple of hours where you are just transported to a whole nother world.
The dinner theater isn't the only unique aspect of Moonlight and Mischief in Morocco. The entire performance is accompanied by a musician who plays a variety of instruments, including the acoustic guitar, the bongos, and even the triangle. This added benefit is something that actress Jenny Brown believes will give Moonlight and Mischief in Morocco a little more spark.
This whole show is accompanied by rhythmic percussion. There's a guy sitting in the corner with instruments, and he's constantly playing the whole time, so that there's this background, original, creative, spunky percussion music.
If you'd like to catch a performance of Moonlight and Mischief in Morocco, there are plenty of opportunities coming up in the next month to grab an excellent meal, along with a strong dose of comedy, drama, and dance. You can get tickets for September 28th and 29th, as well as October 5th, 6th, 12th, 13th, 19th, and 20th. All their performances begin at 6:30 p.m. and the cost is $25 per ticket. This ticket includes a full show along with a complete meal, dessert and drink included. To order your tickets, you can visit lampost.com or call 319-277-8034.
You're going to get something you can't get anywhere else. All our material is original. But I think especially for this play, it's that whole experience, and that it's not just music, it's not just dance, it's not just the performance or the great meal. I mean, it's a Moroccan meal that's been kind of tweaked a little bit to make it more palatable for Midwestern tastes. But you get this whole experience of being immersed in a different environment for a little bit of time. How often do you get to take a trip halfway across the world and still be back home in time to enjoy your own bed at night? That's different than most of the other plays that we do, let alone, what else you find in the Cedar Valley.
So if you're looking for an enjoyable event to spend with friends and family during the weekend, Moonlight and Mischief in Morocco is an excellent way to travel across the world while staying in the Cedar Valley.
Limited seating is available for the remaining shows, so if you're interested, please call the Lampost Theater at 319-277-8034. That'll about do it for this edition of the Arts Overlook. Before we let you go, we'll leave you with our arts calendar. Thanks for watching.